So first of all, let's shout out Vanessa for hitting Success Club 4, and then Tracy, she's at Success Club 6 already last time I think I checked. Like,
I don't even know if I fully understand what all of that is. I was reading about it and I was like, well, I think I get it, but I'm not totally sure. The month
yeah.
stuff was kind of confusing.
Well, that'll all come, so we'll talk about that today. And Lexi is new
Okay.
too. Lexi kind of started like when Tracy started, so that's good motivation for Lexi. And then also Tiffany, who will watch this later, and Hannah. You guys are all kind of so new coaches, so we thought we'd just, Vanessa and I thought we'd just kind of train you guys together, because why not make it easier for everybody, right, that's in this. So, and then plus you guys can kind of feed off of each other and use each other for motivation and questions and accountability partners too. So let me pull up my little new coach training system. Okay, so one of the most important things about being a new coach is thinking about your why. So Tracy, I think you probably told Vanessa, Lexi, you kind of had said in your like little more about you form that, about that you filled out, but we'll just maybe quickly just go around and share like what our why is. Like I'll probably, Vanessa left, I don't know, maybe she's still there, but, but we can just maybe go quickly kind of talk more about sharing your why and what that is. So for me, my why involves just being able to stay at home with Aaliyah now that I have a baby and just maintain that status. I don't want to have to go back to work again. I don't want to send her to daycare, and I just want to give her the best childhood possible, like being able to take her to Disney World and on vacations and things like that, and just be able to buy diapers and baby formula because that is expensive. So, Vanessa, go ahead, just quickly just kind of talk about what your why is.
Yeah, so my why wasn't really super clear to me until a little bit of, like, probably about a year or so ago. And my why is the thing that kind of drives me even on the days where I don't feel like showing up for my business. And that's why it's important to have that why, because it's the thing that makes you show up even on days when you're feeling tired or just not motivated. It's that thing that keeps you going. And my why is I kind of realized that someday when I start like thinking about starting a family, it terrifies me to have to think about like sending a baby to daycare. I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel when I get to that point. But being a farm wife, I feel like things are always so just unpredictable with like grain prices and just everything. And I really enjoy shopping and having my own money. I can go to TJ Maxx and Target and create some serious damage. So I kind of like having my own money for different things like that. And also just having the freedom to stay home with my kids while they're really young if I want to.
Yeah, I agree on the shopping part. Okay, Tracy, you want to take over and tell us a little bit more about your why?
Yeah, so my why, I guess I kind of backpedaled a little bit because I had started just last summer doing the workouts and everything, and we were just on the road, and I'd seen Vanessa post about stuff numerous times, and she never once was like, Tracy, you need to do this. It was just like always like, let me know, wink wink, like you'll love it. And then that took like 4 years, and then I was like, what the heck, I was just sitting here in limbo, not really doing anything, because I just was like content with where I was at, and I was happy with how I thought I felt. And then after doing everything, that was just like a really rough school year for me. So it became like a sense of normalcy for me every day doing the workouts. And it just helped keep me, I think, feel grounded during like a really, really hard time. So I guess that was kind of the initial part where I was like, yeah, like I could totally share this with other people because it helped me through just like a challenging time. Ah. So I did not plan on doing this. But it was just a really tough school year, so it became just a constant for me. And so I feel like other people could totally benefit from having something like that, especially if it's like a tough time for them.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like this community is so awesome like that. Like, and you guys can attest to that too, like just being in a group, like everybody's so positive, and if you have a problem, like you can come share it, everybody's gonna like love on you and lift you up. And so that's one big part of that, and I feel that like it's so awesome. Lexi, go ahead, it's your turn.
All right. So my why, I would say mostly just accountability for myself. And then honestly, I don't have a lot of other why. It's kind of more like a why not? Like, why not just try it, because I have a part-time job starting in June and it really is like a dream job. However, it's just part-time. And so I just need a little extra funds. And so I figured this came up and like I said, was just like, why not try it? Because I do love health and fitness and I love, mentoring people. For me, it's more so like on the spiritual side of things because I'm involved in some ministries and things like that. And so I figured, why not do this as well? So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think that's kind of how I felt too as a new coach. Like I was like, I love the workouts, I love the community, like why not give it a shot? Like why not? And then I feel like my why involved from there to like maybe saving a couple $100 a month to getting my products paid for, just kind of like spiraled from there. And then I found myself like, gosh, like I earned, whatever X amount of money this month, $500 or whatever, and it paid for groceries and my Shakeology. Like I saw the potential in it, and then I was like, whoa, like I could really do this. Like I could use this, and this could be my way out of, my job and commuting and just having just kind of like the negative corporate world taste in your mouth. And so I was just ready to do something for me. And the cool thing about this business is like in the corporate world, they just have so much power. Like whoever signs your check at the end of the day is ultimately your boss. And obviously like, we don't get to sign our own checks, but at the end of the day, that money that we earn from our check is like what we invested into our business that week or that month or whatever. So that is such a good feeling. Plus, not only that, not only the financial standpoint of it, just being able to help people. Like I always tell people, like, there's not many jobs that people can come back to and say like, thank you for changing my life, thank you for giving me this opportunity to be at home with my kids or to pay off credit card debt or whatever. Like not many jobs have that experience. So with that, so a lot of what coaching involves, like obviously you guys know that, posting in the challenge group, kind of sharing responsibility, even with coach training, like, Vanessa wouldn't have to be on with you guys, but she is, because we just do that. That's what being part of the team is involving. Like we're excited to onboard new coaches. We're excited about that. And so we want to share that responsibility. Also, like personal development is another huge aspect. So some of the books, I'm not sure if Vanessa recommended anything for you, probably she has already. I always try to recommend a couple podcasts and a couple books, because I know books are great too, but everybody's busy. So I know some people like to listen to podcasts as well. So as far as podcasts, one of my favorite is Bob Heilig. He's amazing. Vanessa and I were actually in his like Legacy Leadership Academy this past month. He opened it up free, and it's normally like, I think it's like almost $600 a year, and it was free. And so we were a part of that, and it was really, really good. Like I definitely want to do, it's on my vision board for this year to do a paid training at some point of his. I just wasn't in the cards for me right now, because I was like, I have a lot of coaches coming on board right now, and I just feel like maybe like later in the year I'll be able to commit fully to that. So anyway, he's really awesome, Bob Heilig. Also the National Wake Up Call, which I didn't listen to yet today, so thank God there's a podcast for it. But there is a podcast for the National Wake Up Call, which is like the Beachbody call every week, Monday morning at 10 a.m. You can hop on live on Beachbody 411, or else listen to the podcast of it. And those are great. I mean, you can listen to them in the shower. I mean, I've done it before. Or when you're getting ready or doing laundry or cleaning. Also, another really great one is Melanie Mitro's Women Inspiring Women. And Josh Coates has a really great one too. Those are all like more businessy related. Then as far as personal development books, I always say a great one is Boss Up. Vanessa actually got me that, and I read it for the first time this year. That's a really good, as I was reading, I was like, there's a really good like new coach book, because it really talks about like your why and like kind of your kind of different facets that you want in your business. And like you write them in there, and I know I just felt like it was a really good like new coach book to be able to figure out like what you want for your business and where you're going and whatnot. So that one is really good. Another one is Built to Last by Keith Callahan. That's really good. It was actually like our grandpa coach wrote that. He released it, I think, like a year and a half ago. It was really good. And then one other one would be like The Slight Edge is really good. The Compound Effect. Those are all really good, like new coach books. So hopefully, Lexi and Tracy, you guys have set up your profile, like your back office. If you haven't, I will send you a couple of videos. I have those videos even just on my YouTube page. I can pull them up and put them in the chat here so you guys can copy and paste them. But basically, I go over on how to set up your business, and then also I have a video on how to sign up your first customer. So let me see here if I can find them quickly. All right. I'll pause my talking before there's the one, how to sign up your first customer. So you can copy and paste these. That way you have them, and then that way you know. All right. So there is that. And then setting up your profile is super easy. Like you just need a profile picture, a bio in there, and basically you want to get this done before you hit Success Club. So Tracy, like you're already at Success Club 6 for this month, so make sure you have this done. Otherwise you won't get those free leads from hitting Success Club. So let's talk about Success Club now that we're there. So Success Club just means basically, you know, kind of how every job, or I don't know, even in the corporate world, they kind of have a certain goal if you're in sales or whatever of what you want to accomplish, or even I'm sure as a teacher, like there's probably a certain like scale of kind of how you stay, I don't know, stay accountable to your teaching. Like obviously you have students to teach and that they need to grow and learn, so you can't really slack off as a teacher and not have your lesson plan prepared. But basically a Success Club is kind of your kind of like just a goal to attain every month. You know, that's probably the best word that I would say, you know, because you can earn trips from doing that. You get free customers from doing that. So one of my first thoughts when I signed up with Beachbody was like, I'm from a small town. I'm an only child. Like, how am I supposed to get people underneath me to do this as well? And so by doing that, I was able to earn these free leads by hitting Success Club. So Beachbody basically sends you free customers from hitting Success Club, you know, and then sometimes they might not purchase anything. Maybe it's just the free Beachbody On Demand 14-day trials. Maybe sometimes it's a pack of Shakeology, you know, so it just really depends. And then if you hit Success Club 5 or 10, so you help 5 people a month, you're able to get those free leads. And then also Beachbody sends you Shakeology customers too. So sometimes it might be a sampler pack of Shakeology. It might even be an home direct order. HD, I always say, like, so people are like, what is HD? So I always have to learn to say what I mean. But and then you might even get a couple of Success Club points too from that. So, you know, just that's an awesome goal. Like I always tell my coaches, hey, if you want to kickstart your business, be hitting Success Club, especially now. I was just telling Vanessa when she signed on that this is the month. These are the months to really be hitting Success Club, because there's so many new people coming in from this virus that are wanting to work out from home. And I really truly feel like it's going to be this way for a while, because just honestly, like going out, like even getting groceries just kind of gives you social anxiety because you're scared, right? So I feel like people are going to be wanting to work from home and work out from home and do all those things. So I think we have a really great potential to help a ton of people. So really what Success Club does is it eventually, like, you get those free customers every month, the next month that you hit it. And then you can also earn trips. Like this year they were going to go to Mexico, but it was canceled because of the coronavirus. And then I think this past year they went to Mexico. I've actually earned all of my free trips, but being a farm wife, I've never been able to go because they're always like in March or April. So just bad timing. So that's really what Success Club is. And Success Club in itself is really Beachbody On Demand plus Shakeology or the Performance line. And you get 2 points for signing up one person. So that's why we say helping 3 people or 5 people. So really, times 2, that's, 5 times 2, 10, 3 times 2 is 6. That simple math I can do, you guys. I'm not good at like on the spot simple math. So, but that I can do. I can manage that. So really what you have to think about is being a new coach is signing up 2 people to hit your first rank. So really what that looks like is I actually pulled it up here. So let me share my screen with you guys. Let's see, where is the share screen? Here it is. All right, so what this looks like is right now you are the active coach. So you guys are all getting like your Shakeology, you're active with the performance line. So you need basically 50 PV to stay active. And honestly, that's like a tub of Recover or a couple boxes of Beach Bars. And then active Emerald just means that you have 2 discount coaches underneath you. So Tracy actually just signed up her boyfriend. I think Vanessa signed up Eric right away. I signed up Taylor. Taylor was my first customer. And back then when I first started coaching, they didn't have the performance line. So it's kind of interesting. So like I get Shakeology through my account, and then I get the performance line through Taylor's account. But you don't have to sign up your significant other, husband. Like you don't have to do that. You can wait, and see like who's interested first, and, absolutely get your products paid for before you sign up them. But I always tell people, if you're getting both already, like if you're getting the performance line and Shakeology already, you might as well just sign up your husband, because then that commission goes into your account. Then Active Ruby, which Vanessa will be on Thursday. So basically you just need 2 Emerald coaches and then 2 discount coaches on each leg. And then Active Diamond, which Vanessa will probably be very soon as well, is she has 2 Emeralds on each leg and then 3 discount coaches on each leg. And what I mean by legs is basically Beachbody, you have 2 legs, a left and a right, just like you do in human form as well. So, and you just have to have 1 on each, and it's pretty easy. Like you just kind of swap them out for each other, like when somebody signs up. So that would kind of come later. So kind of the difference is basically as a coach, you're just getting kind of the Shakeology bonus. As an Emerald, that's really where like your fast start bonus comes from. You also get customer leads. You also get a team cycle bonus. And then as a Ruby coach, you get a little bit more. You're getting more of a team cycle bonus. You're getting a matching check bonus as well. And then also with Diamond Coach, you're getting even more. So you're getting more bonuses. You're getting a bigger cycle bonus. You're getting coach connection lead program. So basically coaches will be assigned to you as well. If you're a Diamond Coach, this has only happened to me probably once or twice since being a coach. So it's not very often. And I think the one time that it did happen, I reached out to the person and they didn't even reach out, and they quit like maybe a month later. So I'm thinking it was like an oops when they signed up. So it's not a huge deal, but yeah, you just get a little bit more with each rank. So definitely your goal is to hit diamond, because that's where your team cycle bonus tends to be the most. And team cycle bonus is something that we don't even have to worry about right now. It's just something that can come later, but just know that's when you can really take advantage of earning more income. All right, so I'm gonna stop my share. Go back to my note sheet here. Okay. So I sent you a little thing on a share cart. So basically you can, that little video, it talks about signing up your first customer. Tracy already knows how to do that. Lexi and Tiffany, that'll be a great video for you guys to save. Okay, so what you want to think about is kind of making a list and thinking about people that you know that would be great customers and great coaches. So whether that is your sister or a sister-in-law, or maybe somebody that you went to high school with or college with that loves to work out, or maybe that they're really passionate about helping people, or maybe already have a social media platform and they don't even know it. And honestly, that was kind of me. Like I had a lot of great followers. I had a really close knit of friends like on Facebook, but Instagram, I had a few followers randomly that were following me just like for, home decor or just kind of fashion or whatever. And so I kind of had I was a coach and I didn't even know it, basically. And so I was really set up to be able to do this. And I was scared. I was so scared at first, especially to post, because on Facebook, I would only share like recipes, like the ones, where their hands are like dumping stuff and they mix it in a bowl, or like giveaway posts from boutiques. Like I wasn't a big sharer either. But I truly believe that social media is something that you learn. It's not something that you're great at right away, because I look back on my Facebook time hop or whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe I posted that. Like I would be like, oh, there's a sale going on, today. And we try to avoid that. Like now we try to post about, we're more storytellers. Like we try to tell our story and share our story, like about your why. Like Tracy is loving having a community and a support system, because teaching is hard. And Lexi, she thinks like, why not? She loves to be a part of a community and things like, why not? Why can't I inspire a few people too? And so, I'm already doing this. Like, why can't I help a few people? So we kind of like to share that as our story and talk about maybe things that we struggled with before. Like, I know for me, like before Beachbody, I stockpiled Jillian Michaels DVDs, and I maybe did one or two of them, and then I'd get sore and tired of them and I'd quit. And then the next time I'd go to Walmart or Target, I'd buy a new one thinking, this is great. Like I'm going to really do it this time. And I still have all of them in our little entertainment center. And to this day, I haven't done them. And that's one of the reasons why I love Beachbody, is because that keeps me accountable to my goals. Is there hasn't been a Beachbody program that I've like really quit on or given up or not done or just completely stopped. So I think that's really important too. So just the community. So thinking about like how to share your story, like what did you struggle with before Beachbody? So thinking about that, we also talk about a new coach post. So I believe Tracy has done hers already. So what you want to think about for this is you want to think about, like I said, what did you struggle with before Beachbody? What do you want people to know about you? And a lot of times, like right now, I always use the word fitness and health influencer or fitness influencer, because that's so big right now. Like on Instagram, like you see so many influencers and people are like, what the heck do these people even do, right? Like, how do they earn money or how do they earn income? But I think by using that, instead of saying I'm a coach, I'm a Beachbody coach, sometimes that just leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, because so many people have been burned by network marketing companies that didn't go about it the right way, that maybe just wanted to sell them something and then, left them in the dust. And so we, as our job as coaches, we have to know and realize that our job truly begins after that sale is made. It's our job to check in with those people. It's our job to keep them accountable. And so that is a really important part of our job, is once we get that commission check, that's when our job truly begins with these people. And so I think with a new coach post, I think it's important to share your story, but also be open, be vulnerable with it, because you don't want to be just another network marketer. You want to take that person under your wing. You want to be able to help them, and you want to give them all the tools that they're going to need to succeed. So that's a challenge pack. That's being in our accountability group. That's coach check-ins. That's our weekly meal plans that we post in our group. All the things that they need to be successful. But also knowing that that being a fitness influencer isn't always going to be easy, like Vanessa said. That's why we have to have a why too. And that keeps us showing up every single day. So as far as kind of just kind of your homework, I guess, for getting started is getting your back office set up if you haven't already. Checking out a couple of videos. So in your training in the back office, I'm going to show you guys. And Tracy, Vanessa's probably already showed you.
We actually didn't get to any of those volume things or any of that, just so you know.
Okay. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the training where it's at in the back office. So if you haven't signed in yet, I'll share my screen. So that way you guys aren't like, what is she talking about? So if you guys need your login for the back office, it's just coach.teambeachbody.com, and then you just log in. And right now it's being really slow. Okay. So where your training is over here in support, or no, sorry, training right here. My gosh, my brain is a little slow today as well as the internet. Okay, so what you want to look at is, oh my gosh, so training, and then you want to go to getting started. And there's a ton of training here. So like if you want to learn more about, Success Club, or you want to learn more about coaching or whatever, like it's all here, you guys. Like it's kind of a self-paced thing that I say, like we aren't here as your coaches and like your leaders and your mentors. Like we're not here to like walk you through this and be like, okay, this is how we onboard coaches. Like we're not going to do that. We're here to motivate and inspire you to take action. And this is something that you guys can do, and that Mess and I did on our own time too. So it's not something that you have to do all right away, because as you can see, each of these have like their own little modules, and then there's like more modules. So there's a ton of information. It's just more here. If you need it, it's here. So with these, you're probably going to want to check out like Intro to Success Club System. So we kind of touched on that. Starting your first group, like obviously you guys are all in our Country Strong Fit Club. Your girls will be in there too. Like I always say, don't worry about starting a group. All you need to do as a new coach is just share your story and invite people. That's all you need to do. That's it. So by sharing your story, posting on social media, that's AKA. Okay, so the Coach Online Office, I basically cover that in my setting up your business. And, you can definitely check out the Shakeology. Hopefully you guys know about Shakeology enough so you don't have to watch this video, but it's all pretty easy, and it's a pretty simple system as well. So as far as the Success Club system goes, you definitely want to click on this one because there is a really good tracker in here. So this tracker is something that I've used in the past, but I also kind of have my own like notebook system that I like to use because I've been a coach for a while. I was actually a coach before this tracker came out, but this tracker is awesome. You can print this out and definitely use this. It even tracks your workouts and your Shakeology. Like that's amazing. So it even talks about initiate connections and add followers. Like this is all stuff that we need to be doing. It even has the time slots in there. Like I'm not a huge fan of that because everybody's going to be different with the time that they spend on their business per day. But I think it's a really great setup because it even talks about like your stories, like how to post like your daily life, workout clips, things like that. Like these are all great things to be doing. Like I'm not going to discourage you at all. And then there's even like a little customer tracking sheet or whatever down below. So yeah, that's all really great information to like resource later. So like I said, there's a ton of information in here. Like do not feel overwhelmed. And I always tell my new coaches too, is I think it's really common to feel overwhelmed at first. Like just take a big deep breath, because there's days when I still feel overwhelmed too. Like we're all in this together. That's why we're a team. We can lean in each other and just be here for each other and just lean into this training. So another cool thing is also with our team page, we also have Team Arise. So this is our upline team. Obviously the Fit Farm Wife Empire is our team page. So with Team Arise, they have team calls, so you can always check in here at any time, and there's a ton of things going on in here. So there's actually a self-paced Coach Basics training right now that you can totally sign up for. It's under the team calendar. Oh my gosh, this internet is crazy. I don't know if it's because it's raining today. I don't want to post anything, Facebook. Okay. So right here is the new Coach Basics, like self-paced training. They are going to be starting a new Coach Basics on May 11th. So that'll be something that like Tracy and Lexi and also Tiffany, who watches this later, we can get you guys in. but for now, we're just going to maybe do, like, obviously today's the May 4th, so we can always do a call next week at this time too and kind of go over more information. And then we'll get you into that Coach Basics training. So there's a ton of training. They also do team calls every Tuesday night at 7:30 Central. They're awesome. Like, sometimes I'm able to make it, sometimes I'm not, but I'm definitely been on board lately with hopping on. We also just kind of shout each other out. So basically it's just a big challenge group. You just go through here, like, I welcome you guys in here. A big challenge group for everybody, but is for coaching. And you'll see some of their things too, like they run their own groups. I just always stick with Country Strong because it's our active group, so I don't always want to switch people over and get people confused, like who's under who. And so that's why I just use our group, because we have a big enough group the way it is. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions on anything? Did I forget anything, Vanessa?
I don't think so. I don't have like the little checklist in front of me, but I think you did a pretty good job. I guess I do have a question. Like, Tracy added a bunch of like her girls into like my small group. Do you just kind of want to keep like, do you want her to add them into Country Strong too? Or do you want my girls just to add into Made for like my little monthly group?
Yeah, as long as you have really good activity, like that's how I built Country Strong, is just keep adding them to Vanessa for now. Because Vanessa's getting to the point where, like, once she hits Diamond and stuff, like she can still add them to Country Strong too. But I think like it's important for you to have your own little nest egg too, you know?
Mm-hmm. We're almost up to like 30 people now. So we're kind of like growing, but still it's like the same probably like handful of girls that keep posting, but we just keep posting and hopefully we'll get the rest of them to join in. But
yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna say like, no, don't post them in Country Strong. Like, you absolutely can, like that's what it's there for. But yeah, I think it's important to like maybe add them and see, you know, you never know. But I think sometimes like Country Strong, because it is so big, is kind of overwhelming to new people that are like, oh my gosh, like maybe they're really introverted or something, you know, and they see like 300 people, like you know, this group is crazy. But yeah, just, I don't know, just do whatever you think is best.
right. Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering for like, cause if Tracy starts adding people in and wanna like just for tracking and stuff, I didn't know if you just, I don't know how you wanna do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions? Lexi, Tracy?
Well, I was gonna ask, like, I know like the BOD groups thing just kind of was rolling out. So I don't know. Do we just like get them on Facebook for now just to kind of get them there and like see if they're, you know, kind of responding and being active, and then maybe share like that other piece later? Because otherwise I feel like how maybe I felt right away, like, oh, it's here and it's here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I would say, yeah, just stick with Facebook. Honestly, BOD groups is great. Like, I love that there's a tracking aspect of it because it really does help. But honestly, like yesterday, I drank my Shakeology. I forgot to track it in there. You know what I mean? So it's not the most accurate. Plus, I feel like it's so slow. You know, just even to log in there and check in with everybody, I'll just like lose my mind because it's so slow. And it's probably because everybody's on the internet, and then plus so many people have signed up within the last couple of days, and so many people are using BOD groups, and so it's just like overwhelmed. So I think it's really great. It's a great tool. But like I was talking with Rose, so Rose is my coach. She would be like your guys' grandma coach. So basically she said, like, you know, you really want people in there who are going to be active with their Shakeology or their performance line. You don't want people who are in there who are just doing BOD, because what are they going to gain from that? You know what I mean? So, you know, to me, like, I think it's good to have, like, we probably have, like, I think it's like 50 or 60 people in there, which is awesome compared to Country Strong. You know, there's so many. So I think, like, the right people who are in it are in it, you know, like, that are tracking things, you know, and using it for that. But I was actually going to go live in Country Strong probably this week and talk about that and say, like, hey, it's kind of not what I thought it was going to be because it's so slow, but just use it for tracking, you know, more so.
Yeah, and I would say like my BOD group, like most of the people didn't move over to it. They just stayed on Facebook, and then like it's pretty dead. Like other than Tracy and I mean, every once in a while you can see that someone's like workout like auto like logs in there or whatever, which I don't really know how to do that. Like with mine, it doesn't seem to really work. But yeah, like it's pretty much just Tracy and I posted in there. So then I feel bad when I add new people because it's like there's nothing really in there, you know, so. But some people are excited about the app. Like I actually had a girl that she must have been like talking to a different coach or something too, because she asked me, she's like, do you just do the Facebook group or do you do an app too? And I was like, well, I have both of them, so like I'll add you to both. So I did, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just one of those learning things and it's too new to kind of figure out.
Yeah, if it's a hit or a miss yet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lexi, do you have any questions?
I probably have a lot, but I think I just need to right now go through probably all the training online and kind of see what it's all about, see more, I guess.
Yeah. So as far as your guys' homework, so Lexi especially and Tiffany, like make sure you guys do your new coach post and then send it to me before you post it. So maybe if you could like work on that like even this week and then get it to me sometime this week, and then maybe we can plan on posting this weekend with like a picture of you guys or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be a before and after picture. It can be just a selfie. It can be whatever you want it to be. And definitely ask questions. Like just text me if you guys have questions, Tracy included, or you know, whatever, post in our team chat. If you guys have questions, like that's the best way, is just to talk about it. And trust me, like me and Vanessa and our whole team, we expect questions. Like we want questions. Like whenever I sign up a new coach, I'm always like, you should have questions, you know, like there's the best coaches, I always say, are the ones who ask a ton of questions, because I still ask Rose questions and Vanessa still asks me questions. So honestly, like don't like think that you have to figure this out alone. Like that's what we are here for. Like we want you to ask questions because we care about you and we want you to be successful in this. And we're not here to be like, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that, but we want to kind of take you under our wing and be like, this is how we've made this a successful business for us, you know? So definitely be asking those. Bless you, Tracy.
Got it.
Yeah, I think I've called Vanessa or texted her. I mean, it's been every day. It's been multiple times a day. On some days, I'm like, hey, sorry. Like, no, keep it coming.
No, that's what we want. So, and that is truly what makes a good coach too, like, because they're asking questions and you know that they're growing and learning from that. So we have less than a minute. So if anybody has anything else that, you know, message me, text me, whatever, that's what we're here for. So yeah, I'll post in our like team chat again when we want to do it next. All right, guys, thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
Tracy, I have a question. Did you want to jump on and look at kind of like where to see like your leg placement things? Do you want to jump on Zoom and just look at that? Okay, we'll do that quick. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
All right.